Hi everybody, it's Andy, and this is episode 4 of In the Hot Box. This is not going to be a very long episode, but just a short one, and this time I'm actually going to try true recording of a book at the same time I'm doing the live stream. I don't like doing it usually because it could be a little distracting, but I think I can do it, and I'm doing it now, and this is pre-recorded because I won't be able to do it. I don't have the time to do it this coming weekend. And I'm trying to do one of these every weekend, whether it's a book I'm doing or a book I've done, just reading you a bit of it. I started Zeburbia last week, and I will probably go back to that next. But I thought this little bit of this book that I'm doing now called Three Heart Echo by Keary Taylor, it should be coming out in, I would say, mid-September. It's a thriller, some supernatural type mystery thriller, so look for it. I'm reading it along with Natalie Duke. She is doing the female portion of the book. It's a male-female POV type thing. I do my chapters, she does hers. So then we put it all together, and there's your book. So bear with me for half a second while I get everything in perfect here, and we are going to rock out a little bit of this book. The trees moan, and I know it's time to go. Shadows stalk through the trees, always just out of view, disappearing when a straight eye tries to pin them down. The animals protest at my presence. The fog grows thicker by the moment, freezing onto my hair, my beard, my eyebrows. The night does not want me here. The graveyard welcomes me back, and whispers slither through the cold air. Each of those individuals that I know telling me not to be a fool. I heed their warnings to move indoors. My feet can't move fast enough as I cross the graveyard. I cross the rotting deck in 3 long strides and, at last, step back inside the church. Barely visible embers glow in the fireplace, and the building is already significantly cooler. And because of past experience, I know to look at the clock hanging above the door. What felt like only 30 minutes. Nope. What felt like only 30 minutes to me has actually been 3 hours. 3 hours spent out in the woods, my hand soaked in blood. 3 hours walking the living, vengeful dark of Roselock. And I don't like how that sounds. Okay. "3 hours, walking the living, vengeful dark of Roselock." Time has a different meaning in this town when the last of the sunlight disappears. Gently I step forward, my eyes searching the space. I hear before my vision can adjust to the darkness. A soft breath draws in, pulls my attention. Not quite. A soft breath drawn pulls. I did it again. Draws in, pulls my attention. Oh, sometimes the program will not actually punch back to where it needs to, and it will start rolling ahead of where I made my correction. A soft breath drawn in. I did it again. It's like my mind is stuck in a loop. A soft breath drawn in pulls my attention. A soft breath drawn in pulls my attention to the couch. Stepping further into the room, attempting to not let the floorboards squeak. And it's squeal. Ugh. See how much fun this is? It's exciting when you mess up. Makes you nuts. Stepping further into the room, attempting not to let the floorboards squeak. This is where the fun is. Stepping further into the room, attempting to not let the floorboards squeal, I make out the shape of Iona. She lies on the couch, curled into a little ball, facing the back of the couch. She wears only a thin nightgown, her shoulders exposed. The blankets have slumped to the floor, and her bald position tells me she must be cold. The ground won't cover anything, but her gown will. The gown does not cover much. The rises and falls of her ribs are visible under it. Bony hips poke out from beneath her panties. Her legs are bird thin. I could snap them with the flick of my finger. Her knees and ankle bones are knobby and protruding. Iona Fay is incredibly beautiful, but she is withering away. My eyes slide to the side, to the folded stack of clothes. Her purse lies beside it. Her big bag also waits, packed. Just to the side of her bag rests her engagement ring. As my eyes slide over to Iona's sleeping face, my gut tightens. The well was right. I know I made the right call. I lied to her earlier. Okay, I just want to check something out that I'm reading. Okay. Not giving anything away, I don't think. Oh, you did it again. Don't do that again to me, please. You gotta catch those little boo-boos. Jack didn't get sucked back in. He didn't get sucked backed. That's right, he didn't get sucked backed. Jack didn't get sucked back into limbo. It didn't become too difficult for him to stay in our world. I cut him off, shoved him back into that world of isolation and waiting, and slammed the door closed behind me. Because with every word Jack spoke, the truth in my soul grew clearer. There's something not right about Jack Carraway. And even in death, he's still got a vice grip on the woman before me. I think that's it. That's the end of the chapter. And even in death, he's still got a vice grip on the woman before me. I like that better. And I'll just edit that together at the end, and there you go. Okay, well, I appreciate you looking at my fat face as I try to do this and make it work. Sorry I can't be with you live this week. I'm going to try and do them live, but when I can't, I'll try and record them because I'm trying to keep this thing regular. So I hope you've enjoyed episode 4 of In the Hot Box. And if you can't tell, I'm getting hot in here. Anyway, thanks a lot. Take care and have a good weekend. Later.